Welcome into another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Today we have the ARC men's soccer team taking on Cabrillo College. And now with the play-by-play, I give you Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the American River College Soccer Stadium on the campus of American River College here in Sacramento, California. Mark the Phantom Lowe here, the voice of American River College Athletics on your YouTube channel. Stones McCoy to my left. He's running everything. Cole, the spotter and timekeeper, is to our right with his new Dr. Pepper he just grabbed. He did ask me if I wanted anything, which I thought was very nice. He's a very polite young man, is Cole. Getting ready to go here. Cabrillo against American River College. Cabrillo 8-4-3 on the season, 3-3-2 in their conference play. This is not a conference game. This is a game that was scheduled about 2 months ago and was postponed. I think probably air quality problems a couple of months ago, and that is why the game is stuck here between two conference games. The Beavers playing San Joaquin Delta the other day. They tied at 1, and they have a big one tomorrow in conference play. And we are on the way. Cabrillo wearing their blue road uniforms at American River with the red. We will run down the Gavin Mann, number 4, playing the defensive for American River, and he forces a turnover there. So that is going to be a kick for Jaden Shahan in goal. Jackson Ponder, number 3. Christian Honig, number 24. Dominic Verdi, 21. And Jackson Borba, number 2.
Honig's playing right mid. Not center. Defensive mid.
Nicholas Rossetti, number 27. Gavin Mann, number 4. And Ryan Thomas, number 30. In the middle, and up front, number 9, Kyle Prusha. Number 8, Diego Ramirez. And number 17, Irving Gonzalez for the Beavers. American River College 3-8-7 on the season, 1-1-5 in Big 8 conference play, which puts them in 4th place by a half a point over Modesto and just a little bit behind Santa Rosa. AR playing against Consumnes River. That'll be tomorrow. And then next week, Modesto on Tuesday, and then they finish on the road. Folsom Lake, the home game against Modesto, our last home game of the season right here on the Stones Radio Networks, the YouTube presented by Stones Radio Networks. Corner for the Beavers coming out of that left corner there, going from our left to our right. Ramirez with the corner, popped out of there by the goalie. That is Christopher Jamrock of Cabrillo. And he tries to advance it. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Beavers. Also in the back for Cabrillo, Juan Moreno, number 25, number 16, David Ibarra, number 4, Adrian Madueno, and number 5, Gavin Keith. As Prusha with it on the left side. Cabrillo ranked number 15 in California with an 8-4-3 record. Comes all the way over here in front of us to Gavin Mann. He's going to use the middle. That's Nicholas Rossetti, defended man on there, but he gets it back to Gavin Mann. Over to Christian Honig, who's out here, as Cole was pointing out to me in the midfield today. He got it down to Prusha, but it was taken away by Cabrillo. And then come back up. Gavin Mann's going to go right to the middle, trying to find someone on a cross. Nobody there. Over the head of Kyle Prusha, and it'll be Jemroke, the goalie, picking it up. Luis Velasquez, number 8, number 20, Sebastian Lopez, and number 23, Julian Garcia in the middle for Cabrillo. And they're trying to get it up front to their front right. That's number 14, Andres Rebella. Alexander Zamudio is number 24, and number 27 is Zoltan Kabute for Cabrillo. Gavin Keith pops it out toward middle of the field, and then we've got, looks like a handball, I think. The referee is chatting with number 23. That is Julian Garcia. So here comes American River. Ryan Thomas working on the right side here. Pops it over to Honig, who sends it goalward. A nice cross coming in from the side, and that's a goal. That is a goal. Oh, it's offside. I was finally getting to announce a goal, and it's offsides. Christian Honig, who has moved from the back to the front with a fine cross there, and just missed the connection with the first guy, and then the second guy came in, popped it in, but it was disallowed. Here's Sebastian Lopez sending one down toward the American River goal. Cut off over there by, that is Borba, I believe. Shahan under pressure, getting it over to Dominic Verdi, who puts it out of play. So it's a throw-in coming on for Cabrillo. And I forgot to look and see what their mascot was. So I'm beside myself. I think they're Falcons, but they might be Eagles. Whatever they are, they've got possession. Nice cross right there in the middle, headed over to Shahan, who has to come down and with a beautiful save. I think that was Alexander Zamudio. He got the header off the brilliant cross, and Shahan with the save. Beavers with the action here as Christian Honig at midfield, and it's off of him. It's going to be well defended in here by Cabrillo. Number 20, Sebastian Lopez. Gets it into the back. Good defense by Prussia, and it's off number 5, Gavin Keith. But no, the head official overrules the side official call, and Lopez gets it into Zamudio. Nice pass out there. Lopez back to Gavin Keith, who sends it out toward the middle. Almost picked off. Goes into the backfield where Prussia giving some minimal pressure there. That'll be picked off by the Beavers. Sent out toward the middle to Prussia, who heads it forward. Christian Honig coming in from the right side, but it's headed away by Gavin Keith. Nicely done by Ryan Thomas, comes in to get possession. Honig with it again on the right side. He's going to pop that down toward the corner, try to outrun his defender. He's got one. He's got two guys on him. Gets a nice pass out to the middle, but it's picked off by the Cabrillo defenders. And they've got possession here on the left side. That one, again, beautiful pass, but kind of a heavy touch off the chest of the receiver. So that's going to be controlled by Nicholas Rossetti and the Beavers. Well defended there. Pass deflected, picked up, and sent back to the back line of Cabrillo. First half action here. No score, 7th minute. Sebastian Lopez over here. Back and forth with Gavin Keith, who sends a beauty over to the far right side. Well defended by American River and popped out of play by Verdi over there. Timeout while I try to find out what their, Seahawks. Okay, well, there you go. No Falcons, no Eagles, Seahawks. So Cabrillo Seahawks. I kind of like Eagles better. Pass goes awry. Sebastian Lopez came back, and he was supposed to go forward, according to Gavin Keith. So the ball goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for AR. Just starting the 8th minute here from the soccer stadium. Site of the state championships, by the way, in early December. Headed up there to Honig. Nicely defended by Keith, and Honig with a push is going to get a foul. So it'll be a free kick for the Seahawks. Right here, just on the other side of midfield. Gavin Keith, number 5, out of Lehigh in San Jose, California. Cross-field pass is almost picked up by Prussia, but finds its mark and now is controlled by the Seahawks. They go all the way back to Keith. He tries another one in the middle. That one's going to be a little bit too strong, and Jade Shahan comes out and picks it up. It's like he was looking for Andres Rebeller, number 14, but just a little bit too far. Working the left side now, the Beavers. Getting a little bit of momentum on that left side. Now they come to the middle to Prussia, who looks to get away and send it all the way over to the right side to Rossetti, which he does. He's got Gavin Mann coming up that right side. Gavin looking goalward. He's going to try to get somebody on the end of that cross, but the goalie, Jamroque, comes out and picks it off. Probably Diego Ramirez on that other side coming in trying to be the receiver on that cross, but the goalie came out and picked it off. Cabrillo with it now in the backfield. Their half, a nice pass up the middle. Trying to get a through ball, which it is, but Gavin Mann's going to get to it first and pop it back to Shahan. Jaden gets his pass blocked and stays in. Nicely done by, I think that's Zamudio again, and his shot off the deflection was saved by Jaden Shahan. Pressure on the Beavers in their half. They get it up toward midfield. Prussia out of play off of him, so it'll be a Cabrillo throw-in. Little pinball action up there, and it's a foul on the Beavers. Free kick, about 10 yards into Beaver territory, make that 15. See who's taking the free kick on the. They do it on the far side, so it makes it tough for me to see. Number 25, that's Juan Moreno. Out of Gilroy, California, Juan Moreno. Waiting for the okay from the head referee, who's speaking to one of the American River defenders, the only one who's within 10 yards of Juan Moreno, as is his right. It's a low ball into the middle, defended well by the Beavers. They've got an attack coming down the left side now. Prussia down the middle. Nicely played. Good defense over there by Cabrillo, but out of play. Nicely stopped on that run, though, and the pass goes all the way down to the corner. Defenseman picks it up, pirouettes, and puts it all the way down the side. Nice push by the Beavers defender to get possession, but it's taken away by the Seahawks and sent down that right side. Well defended by the Beavers. They'll send it over to Shahan, who left foots it out there toward midfield, handled by his teammates. And sent to the middle to Prussia, who lets it go. That's Garcia, I believe, on that side. He's got somebody on the right side. He's going to find him. That's Christian Honig over here. He sends it toward the middle, but it is a little bit overbaked there, picked up by the Seahawks. Nice try by the Beavers there, but Cabrillo comes out with it. Coming all the way down, sending it out toward the middle. Jackson Borba with a save back to Shahan. Kind of a slow one, almost didn't get to Jaden, but he pops it out of play at midfield. It'll be a Cabrillo throw-in. So Christian Honig, who moved from the back to the front, has been very active running down this right side. And the ball is in this backfield as we're watching somebody tie his shoe at half at midfield. Gavin Keith with it again. Seahawks playing with it in their half. One comes all the way over here to Sebastian Lopez, who sends it down the left side. Well defended in here by the Beavers. Popped out of there, but Keith looks like he stopped it with his hand, which would have been illegal, but they didn't call it, so I guess he didn't. And Lopez with it again, a little give and go to Sebastian. He's going to send it down that left side. Nicely done, but offsides is Alexander Zamudio. So Zamudio has been very active back there, that time a little bit too active. Alexander with 2 goals, 2 assists this year. He's out of Salinas, California, Salinas High. And it'll be Jackson Ponder putting it in play for American River College in the 13th minute here. Puts it down the right side, looking for Christian Honig, and I think he's going to find him. Christian 1-on-2. Heavy touch is picked up by the Seahawks. And that one is popped out of play by Gavin Mann. It'll be a throw-in for Cabrillo. Gavin Mann is having trouble. I think he's maybe something wrong with his nose or something. I think he took a ball up near the face. Now he's talking to Julian Lopez, but meanwhile the action on the right side is well done. I think that's going to be a penalty, a foul on Jackson Borba. And it'll be a free kick for the Seahawks as they were attacking from the right side. And we will see who gets that free kick. About 5 yards only out of the box there. Gavin Mann coming over and mentioning to the ref, I think he got an elbow in the face, which was his problem. So we've got a free kick coming. Well, actually, we don't because the referee is running over to talk to our side judge here. Talking probably about whether he saw the elbow that connected with Gavin Mann up around the nose area. But I'd have to think if he saw that, he'd probably put the little flag up and tell somebody about it. That's what I'd think. You know, if I'm a line judge, that's what I'm doing. So it'd be a free kick when we get everything back together for the Seahawks from Cabrillo College. As we said, 8-4-3 on the season, just 3-3-2 in conference play. Ranked number 15 in California. Christian Barajas enters for the Beavers. Let's see if we can figure out who's taking that free kick over there. Looks like Gavin Keith. But, you know, they put all free kicks too far away for me to see. It is a rule. As the referee paces off the obligatory 10 steps. Oh, he's taking way more than 10. Oh, come on. We've got to get somebody. Oh, hey, those are not 10. Those are Andre the Giant's 10 steps. Come on, why don't you just give him a path to the goal? Huh? Anyway, enough of that. Here we go. It's caromed off of a ARC defender and popped all the way out toward midfield by the Beavers. As that one was a low shot by, we're going to say it was Gavin Keith. And defended well, but still possession now by the Seahawks in their own half. Keith. I think that's Adrian Modueno in the middle there. He sends one down the middle. Defended well by the Beavers. Prussia has it now. He's going to look to his right, go to his left to Christian Honig. Coming down the side, the cross is defended well by the back line of the Seahawks, and they clear it out here to the left side. Nice pass here. Gavin Mann coming in. Nicely played by the Seahawks. Lopez with a beautiful pass, but he was ruled to be out of play. We got 4 subs coming in for the Beavers. Moises Artiega. Evan Shoro come in. Mohamed Abdulami. It looks like Trevor Reef is the 4th substitute for the Beavers, who this is a non-conference game. They have the big game tomorrow against Consumers River College, so they think that they will play. Paul Hansen will play many of his players out there, probably all of them. Christian Barajas now in bringing in play. He's looking in the middle, but it's well defended by Cabrillo. Popped out of there, handled by their back line, sent over to the right side. So we'll get a lot of subs in this one, probably from both teams. Although I don't see Cabrillo with a lot of guys over there, to be honest. Gavin Mann with it now. And I think a penalty is going to be called on a play which Gavin Mann was definitely kicked in the leg. Unfortunately, the Beavers also had the advantage. Actually, that's Trevor Reef, I think. There's Gavin sending in a play all the way down that left side. Headed toward the goal by the Beavers, headed away by the Seahawks. Beavers trying to come in, and that is they're going to call the penalty on, I believe, on the Beavers, coming in with the high leg. As the Beaver makes a dismissive gesture toward the umpire, which is not always the best idea. The Seahawks take control in minute number 18 here. No score as of yet. Keith sends it down the left side. Number 14, that is Andres Rebellier, and he is offsides. So it'll be the Beavers with the kick over here. Christian Barajas will take it. Puts it up the right side to Trevor Reef. Adolami. Back to Reef again. He's going to go back to Christian Barajas, who goes back to Gavin Mann. Rossetti in the middle now, under pressure. Goes back, actually that is a Ponder, not Gavin Mann. Gets it all the way back to Shahan, who sends it to the middle, and the Cabrillo player pushed down the AR player, and the referee was looking right at him. So good job. Right place, right time by the referee, and it'll be a free kick for the Beavers right about midfield. Put it quickly into play. Send it all the way over to the right side to Barajas. He's looking for Trevor Reef on that right side. Nicely played by Christian. Sends it to Trevor Reef, who's looking to cross, and he does on the ground. Nice pass there. Still handled An extra pass there by the Beavers, and that'll go all the way toward the corner, trying to run it down is Reef. Did he get there? I think he did. And gets the pass out, but it's picked off by Cabrillo. So a couple of good passes by the Beavers, maybe one too many in the scoring area. And the Seahawks come out with it here as we go into minute 20 of a scoreless game. That one's sent down the right side, and Shahan's going to be on it. The flag did not go up. So Shahan pops it up toward midfield, handed by Adolami, but a foul is called on the Seahawks. Beavers put into play quickly. Let's see if they come right, which they're starting to do, but Rossetti goes back, and now it comes all the way over to Barajas. Let's see if Christian can run it down. He can, one-on-one, but he misplays it and taken by Lopez, but is out of play. So Barajas will throw it in. He'll do so to Jackson Ponder back here. His pass is deflected by Rebellier. Sent via a couple of headers up here and controlled by the back line of the Seahawks. They pop it out toward midfield. Controlled over there by ARC. They're going to try to go down to the corner. Defenders on it. He'll go back toward the middle. Finds its way up the right side. And they're going to release Rebellier again. But well defended by Ponder, although he puts it out of play. Better than trying to go back toward the goalie on that one, as he had a player right on him. And number 20, Sebastian Lopez, will throw it in for the Seahawks. He's going to get it back to Gavin Keith. Up there nicely defended and taken away by the Beavers. Reef and Nicholas Rossetti responsible, but there's another poke away by Cabrillo. Rebellier has it on the left side, goes to the middle. Well defended. There goes a guy tumbling, but no call. And good defensive play by the Beavers, and popped out of play at midfield by Cabrillo, and quickly put into play by ARC down that left side. Heavy touch, but they've got it again. They go back toward midfield, and then back into their own half as they try to go around the side and see if they can get it. They're going to go straight down the middle. Running it down in the corner, probably going to go out of play, and it does. On the end line, it'll be a goal kick for Cabrillo. 22nd minute of play, so halfway through this first half. Keith looking for a teammate. Well defended, but arm in the back called on Jackson Ponder. So it'll be a free kick just on the Beaver side of midfield. Gavin Keith will come up and take it, as he has done for most of the kicks here in the first half for the Seahawks. And he throws the ball, at least 5 yards past where it should be, and it's put into play by his teammate, number 25, Juan Moreno. Heavy defense by the Beavers, but good ball handling by Cabrillo. They have it on the right side, but ARC steps up upfield, but it's off the leg over there of the Beaver defender. And so it'll be out of play. Throw in for Cabrillo. Beavers back in action on the road. Cosumnes River College tomorrow. Then next Tuesday, the last home game of the Beaver season against Modesto. Beavers trying to get some all-important victories here as they run out this streak of games this season, trying to get enough wins to qualify them for the NorCal playoffs. Probably right on the bubble about right now. They need one, or definitely 2 wins would be excellent, of course. They have 7 ties on the season. Only 4 goals scored in their last 5 games, and that's something obviously that they would like to correct. We had 1 goal so far today, but it was called off on an offsides. Pass is deflected, but controlled by the Beavers midfield. Send it all the way back to the back here. Jackson Warba goes across all the way over to the left side. Into the middle, nicely done. And possessed, but then a little bit too strong on the pass, and the Seahawks take it over at midfield. They're going to send that one out to the middle, defensive. Well, you can't push a guy over in the back where we all can see it, or they're going to call a penalty on that. That's kind of what happens. I mean, I'm no friend of the referee, but if you do that right in front of him, he's going to call it. Keith now down the left side. Lopez trying to release into the middle. Keith again on the left side. He's going to send that one all the way into the box. Headed out of there by the Beavers, but controlled by Cabrillo. Juan Moreno out Puts it over to the right side, still far away from the attacking zone. Couple more passes, and they still have possession there. And a foul is called on the Beavers on the far side. So it'll be a free kick for Cabrillo. 25th minute just starting here from the soccer stadium on the campus of American River College. Sacramento, California. Mark the Phantom Low, your voice of American River College athletics on YouTube, presented by the Stones Radio Networks. The Stones man to my left, Stones McCoy, and Cole, the spotter and timer, to my right. We've been a team all season long, I think, and Cole's really grown into his role. Stones has underperformed as usual, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So basically the way we planned it, I think. Here's the kick for the Seahawks. Headed out of there by AR and controlled by AR, at least momentarily, out of Lamy, I think. Sent it up toward the middle, then popped over there, and they're going to send that one all the way down the left side. Trying to run it down. It looks like Cabrillo will get there first, but before either of them get there, it'll be out of play. So it'll be the Seahawks on the throw in, deep in their side, deep in their own territory, as we say. American River College basketball gets started, I think, next week. You want to subscribe to American River College Athletics page on YouTube so you get an alert whenever we go live with a game. There's a 2-day tournament there that we have here at American River College next Thursday and Friday, so we will definitely be doing the game on Thursday. So just subscribe to American River College Athletics YouTube, and you'll find every time we go live, they'll let you know. Any sport, anytime. Seahawks with it now. Coming up this left side. A little strong on the pass. Ponder takes away, sends it all the way back to Jaden Shahan. Goes over to Dominic Verdi on the left side. He's going to go up the middle. Kind of a heavy touch there, but still controlled by the Beavers. Send it down the sidelines. And it gets back to American River. Still have it, but now the Seahawks on it. Hotly contested there, and Cabrillo comes out with it. Good defense by the Beavers. And that one is sent all the way over here to the left side where it will go out of play, in my humble opinion. Christian Barajas to Nicholas Rossetti. Back to Barajas. He will send it to Jackson Ponder, who sends it all the way back to goalkeeper Jaden Shahan, who returns it, who sends it back again. Ryan Thomas also back in the last line for the Beavers. There's one all the way down here. Trevor Reef trying to get on that one, but Christopher Shamrock, the goalie, comes out and picks it up on a hop. As Trevor Reef almost got that one. Nice deflection and picked up by Barajas. Looking where to go. He's going to send it all the way over to the left side, headed by the Beavers, but Shamrock again is on that one. And it was never really a danger to him. 28th minute. Seahawks up toward midfield. Well defended, but poked away right to Cabrillo, and then poked away again. This time called okay by the ref and got out to Trevor Reef, who goes back to the middle, then over to the left, but right to the back line of the Seahawks defense. And they will have possession at midfield. That one is run up on and poked back toward Shahan, who comes out about 20 yards out of his goalie box there and pokes it up to a teammate. Beavers now with it at midfield, but lose it and get it back. Great job out there by the Beavers. Christian Barajas. That one sent all the way over to the left side. That was Otto Lamy, who was showing some tremendous ball handling there in the middle of the pitch. Beavers trying to test the defense on the left side, looking for some loopholes. Don't find any. Maintain possession. That was knocked out of play by the Seahawks defender. We have a sub coming in for ARC. Michael Grimaldi, number 12, shows up, and he will take over. The freshman. Down the left side, maintained by the Beavers against 3 defenders. Nicely done. Beavers going to send that one goalward, but Jamrock catches it and then rather dramatically falls down, which I think they teach you to do. Nevertheless, he leaves it for his back line, and they've got it with Gavin Keith down here. He's going to go back to the middle this time. Defended by Abdulami. Maintained. Nice pass down the left side. Headed by number 14, that's Rebellier. And taken away by the Beavers. Long pass ends up in the possession of Cabrillo. They're looking to send it middle right side. Pass comes through, but no one to get it in. Barajas is going to go back and watch Jaden Shahan come out and take possession. Jaden will pick it up, as is his right. Figuring out which way he wants to go with it. He'll end up going over to Barajas. Andres Rebellier, who is right in the middle there, kind of spoiling things. And one-hop kick out here, handled by the Beavers. Trevor Reeves coming up. He pops it up in the air, knocked away, and then retained by Adolami. But that pass is too strong and sent back to Jemrook. Kick all the way to midfield. Nicely defended by the Beavers. Cabrillo comes out with it, but double teamed out there at midfield. Sends it down the right side, out of play. So good defense by the Beavers. As we enter minute 31, they'll have a throw in and a couple of subs coming in as well. Ethan Cole, one of the subs, number 6. Angel Galeano, number 20, is the other. Cole, a sophomore. Galeano, a freshman. So they are on the pitch. Throw in for the Beavers. They've got it in the middle. They're going to send it back to their own half. Coming all the way over to the right in front of us, Christian Barajas. Keeps it on the right side. That is Cole over there with him. Ethan trying to, little two-man game, not a lot of room. So Ponder sends it all the way to the left side. Finds his target, sent out to the middle. Still maintained by the Beavers. They're going to send it down, but it's deflected away by Cabrillo, maintained by the Beavers. Left side, about 40 yards away. That is crossed all the way over to the right side to Barajas, and he's going to be able to get it because a couple of guys missed on it. Whiffed, I would say. Sent back to Ponder. Sends that one skyward, left side of the box. He's got a receiver over there. Is he going to get to it in time? He does. No, he doesn't. He acted like he did, but then you could tell by the way his shoulders were sagging that he did not get there in time. So it'll be a throw in deep in their own end by the Cabrillo Seahawks. The throw-in picked off by American River, and they've got it out toward the middle there, but well defended by the Seahawks as they work that away. Gavin Keith pops it over to Lopez here. Left side back to Keith. He sends one toward the midfield. He's going to find agency there with Zamudio. They're looking around now. There's a run. I think he's offsides, but the other nicely defended by the Beavers down there. There's two guys. One of them was offsides, but the receiver was the other one, and he was onsides. Oh, there's going to be a foul right there on American River on that right side. Pulling the guy down, which is frowned on in all the best soccer circles. So it'll be a free kick for the Cabrillo Seahawks. So we're entering minute 34 here. No score on the board as of yet. Far right side, about 10 yards behind the box. Comes right in the middle. Little outswinger, though, but popped up by Cabrillo. Caught by Shahan. He's going to look down the right side. No, he's going to give it the kick, but it's picked off by Cabrillo at midfield by Juan Moreno. Sends it back. They'll use Gavin Keith here just on the other side of midfield. He's going to send it back to where it came from. Defended out there by the Beavers. Nifty ball handling by Cabrillo. They send it all the way down the left side. That is Lopez. Cut off by the Beavers and sent up to the front by Ethan Cole, who gives it a little bit of a too hard touch, I think. Yes, he did. Nicely done by, I think it's Jackson Ponder in the back, and got it to Cole just barely, put a little bit too much on it, or he would have had a good run. So possession to the Beavers. Cole on the right side. Even Shore is in the game. He is in the middle offensively for the Beavers, number 10. 4 goals, 3 assists on the season for Evan. Ponder sends it toward him over his head. Nicely handled by the Beavers, but popped too far toward the goal, and Shamrock comes out and gets it. So they're looking for Evan. See if they can get it to him. Just missed him, missed the connection, and it'll be the Seahawks now with it back in their end. That one well defended by the Beavers, well controlled by Rossetti there at midfield. Back to Nicholas, and he is fouled. Gets rid of it quickly and picked up by the Beavers. They send it all the way over to the right side to Ponder. He's looking for Barajas on this right side, and Christian is looking down his side. He's got Cole on the right side. He's got Shower in the middle. Nifty play, but picked off by the Eagles, Seahawks, but they leave the pass for nobody, and Barajas picks it up. That one's across midfield, but poked away by Zamudier. AR gets it back and works that left side. Now they're in the middle. Now they're going back left side. Going to send it all the way over to Barajas on the right side. And Christian's got it, but he's well defended and poked out of play. And it will be a throw-in for Cabrillo. So Raul Barajas is coming in, and Jonathan Valeriano also about to come in for ARC. We see a lot of players in this one, a non-conference matchup before tomorrow's conference game, and then 3 conference games tomorrow, next Tuesday, and next Friday. So 3 very important conference games for the Beavers. Ponder steps up and pumps that one over to the left side, defended by the Seahawks, which I'm going to call Eagles to the end of the game. Beavers come up, nicely played up there by Rossetti. They're working that left side again. Tried to send it down there, but the Seahawk defender was right in the way, and he refused to let it go. So the Cabrillo back line has it. They get it back to their goalie, send it all the way out over here to Sebastian Lopez. Left side. He's going to send it middle looking for somebody, but there's nobody in the blue jersey over there. Picked up by Beavers. Ponder will send it all the way back to Jaden Shahan. He'll look to his left, and he's got a receiver over there. A little bit of room to work on. Back to the middle. Rossetti now looking to the right side. Gets it to Ponder. Looking for Barajas. He's got it to Christian. Christian works the middle of the field. Sends it back to Rossetti, who turns it over to the left now. They send that one goalward, but there's nobody there. Cole and Shaw are trying to work on it, but they can't get to it, and it's taken away by the Seahawks. They send that one out to midfield. Nicely played in there by Nicholas Rossetti. Pokes it away to a teammate. And all the way down that left side, controlled by the Beavers, looking for someone to come in. And, a save by Shamrock of a really good try. I believe that was Evan Shower. Getting it back are the Beavers, and sailing just over the goal, I believe we have Nicholas Rossetti. So a couple of good tries by the Beavers. One good save by Shamrock, and one that went a little bit too high, sailing from about 25 yards away. And the 2 subs come in. Valeriano we talked about. He is in the game. And Raul Barajas. Here we go. Seahawks up the middle, defended, poked away, and taken by the Seahawks. They're going to let that one out to the left side. They've got a guy out here. That's Rebellier. He comes to the goal. Nicely defended. What a nice play right there. I think that's Muhammad Abdulami. Poked that one out of play. I think that's probably Christian Barajas, not Abdulami. 28 against 18, but good play anyway. Possibly saving a goal as Andres Rebelle was on the way, the forward out of Watsonville. but poked away by Barajas, who went from one side all the way to the other, one side of the pitch to the other to almost score, then save a goal. Corner for the Seahawks. 40th minute of play here. Sends it to a goal, headed out of there by the Beavers. Ross again, handled by Cabrillo. The shot a little bit wide of goal to the shooter's right, and it'll be Shahan with a goal kick. So kind of dodged a bullet there on a good defensive play by Christian Barajas. And then a nice job heading it out of there on the corner kick. Jaden Shahan putting it in play here. Picks that left side, actually kind of the middle. Headed up by the Beavers, controlled by the Beavers. Out at midfield. Barajas is everywhere, and he's got it to Rossetti, who sends it to the left side. That is Aldalami. He goes up and over, but headed away by the Seahawks and poked out of play by the Seahawks, but Barajas runs it down here. Then he falls down, but that is sent out of play with a lot of emotion there by, I believe that was Sebastian Lopez. Nice ball in by the Beavers, but popped out of play over toward the tennis courts, which doesn't count as a goal anymore. Used to when I was starting out, but not in this case. It'll be a free kick or goal kick for the Seahawks, who should change their name to the Eagles. Beavers defenders playing very successfully with that forearm in the back theory that I think is widely taught at this level. Stones McCoy would be very good as a defender if that's all he had to do. If he had to run it all, he would not be able to make it. But if he could just put his arm in somebody's back, he would be really good. Kind of a specialized set of skills. Makes him very dangerous. Seahawks with it at midfield. That is deflected out of play and is going to go back off the Seahawks. So a nice play by the Beavers defenders. The defense has been very good for American River for the last couple of games that we've seen. It's the offense. They haven't been able to get anything into the net. 4 goals in the last 5 games. And that's why their defense has only been able to get them ties a couple of times. That one's sent over to the right side. Here comes Barajas. Got Ethan Cole over here. Barajas back. They're looking to try to get it. Maldi now down the left side. Nicely played by the Beavers. Still with the possession. On the left side of the box, still with the possession. Trying to get a foul. Didn't get it. And the Seahawks come out and get it. Well defended by the Beavers. They jumped on that pass quickly to send it back into the danger area, so to speak. And they've got it on the left side. There's a nice cross. Headed up by American River, but headed out of there by the Seahawks. Beavers poke at it again, but taken away from Barajas on the left side. Sent all the way down to the middle. Nicely done by Jackson Borba, who sends it back to Jaden Shahan, who clears it out way out of here, all the way over to the open gate that leads out to the other soccer area. 43rd minute of play here. Cabrillo nothing, American River nothing, or nil if you prefer, which I know Stones does. Now he's envisioning himself as a defender because they just put that thought in his mind. He always wants to know if he has eligibility. Any sport we do, even volleyball. Beavers with possession, sent it all the way back, and then popped up in that left side. It'll be Cabrillo jumping on it. American River retains possession, goes into the middle, down the left side, back to the middle. Now they'll switch it over to the right. Rossetti sends it down the middle, deflected and taken away, directed straight to Christian Barajas, and so he says thank you very much and sends it over to Jackson Ponder, who sends it way over to the left side. Nicely played over there and sent up the left side. Back and forth, ends up at midfield in the possession of the Seahawks. Nice defensive, nice tackle there, but they're going to call, I think, a foul on that. What I felt from here, as a clean play. That's just me. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. I'm in the employ of one of the teams. Okay, I have to say that, but I mean that doesn't. Me. I'm impartial. Anyway, Putting all that aside, it is a free kick from midfield by the Seahawks. Jones McCoy just wants to go put his forearm in the back of somebody. He doesn't even have to be a player. He just wants to practice that maneuver because Cole told him you could do that in soccer, and that's what he's going to do with the rest of his life, I think. Put over here to the left side. I didn't think the referee said it was okay, but that's all right. Here's Gavin Keith with it. He's going to send it all goalward. Shahan comes out, but it's headed out by the defenders. Barajas steps in to keep Seahawks from picking it up. And now they'll send it all the way down the right side as Ethan Cole is going to keep chase, but it will be controlled by the Seahawks, and they send it to the left side. Nicely defended by Barajas. Headed up to Cole. Next one is ricocheted off several players, popped up. Controlled by the Seahawks midfield. That's Rebellier. He's guarded by two guys. Nicely done by Barajas. Sends it out to Jackson Ponder. Back to Shahan. Up there looking for number 5. That's Raul Barajas. That one's sent up there again by Christian Barajas, but Jemroke is going to pick it up. Looks like we might see some more different players for the Seahawks in the second half as they have about 8 guys over there running around. That one's up toward midfield. Possession by the Seahawks, but foul on the Beavers as we are into the dwindling moments of the first half here. 0-0 on the scoreboard. The Seahawks and the Beavers. All the way over to Gavin Keith on the left side. He's going to try to pop it in. And that is the half. So a defensive half, a couple of close calls, one taken away by an offsides by the Beavers, but they played well as they have in the past 4 or 5 games on defense. So far haven't been able to put one to the net. So we will go into halftime with the score: American River 0 and Cabrillo 0. You're watching American River College Athletics on YouTube, presented by the Stones Radio Networks.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Welcome back to the second half. No score. We've got a lot of substitutions, especially for the Seahawks. We'll try to get up to date on them as we can, but right now it's the Beavers putting it in play. Actually, it is the Seahawks putting it in play. I stand corrected. Down the left side, that is Mark Gonzalez, number 22. He is newly in the game, along with number 30, Oscar Herrera. A couple of the new players for the Seahawks. As mentioned, 8-4-3 on the season, ranked number 15 in California. That ball's poked out of there and come back up for the Seahawks, but put out a play on the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Jaden Shahan. Number 21, Sebastian Abons, is also in the game. Urban Gonzalez has poked out a play, and it will be a throw-in for, I believe, it'll be a throw-in for number 16, David Ibarra, who was already in the game. Number 19, Milton Oliveira, is in the game from L.A. So Seahawks throwing it in, headed out of there by the Beavers. Poked out to Prussia. Prussia back heels it. Urban Gonzalez working our side along with Muhammad Adulami. Pokes it up to Prussia. Gonzalez calls for it, but it's going to go all the way over to the right side. I think that's Gavin Mann, and it's a little bit too strong for him, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Seahawks. All the way down that left side, looking again for Gonzalez. Out of play, throw in ARC. Beavers trying to get it. Gonzalez comes back, gets the takeaway. He sends it over to the right side. He's got a guy coming down that right side, but Jahan comes in and picks it up. Nice pass by Gonzalez. See who his target was over there. Was number 21, Sebastian Abons. But Shahan came out and got it. Beavers now in possession midfield. Tough defense. Prussia comes up with it at midfield. Puts it back. Looking to cross it over to Irving Gonzalez. Working toward the goal, but it is going to be Shamrock come out and pick it up. So Seahawks have it back in their side, back in their half. Shamrock goes back, number 16 also in there, as we said, Ibarra. Defensive pressure by the Beavers, and they come up and grab possession, poke down, and they have it on the right side over to the middle, and an offside call on ARC. Trying to make some things happen up there. Call for offsides. So it'll be a kick for the Seahawks. Send up that right side, off the head of one of the Beaver defenders, and Beavers will let it go out of play as it went off. Seahawks getting it back into play. Now they're going to try to Put it up in the air right around midfield here as Prussia comes out and bodies it over to a teammate. I think that's Diego Ramirez over there. Handled by the Beavers, but taken away by the Seahawks, taken back by ARC, poked out of play. It'll be a Cabrillo throw-in. 50th minute of play here. No score as of yet. Cabrillo and American River. ARC back in action tomorrow against Consumnes on the road, then back here Tuesday for the last regular season home game, and then next Friday at Folsom Lake. Stones Radio Network's back on the air tomorrow night, 6:30. ARC volleyball team, top 5 rated or ranked in state, will take on Consumnes, I believe. Stones McCoy will have all the action. Right now it is the Seahawks with it at midfield. Oscar Herrera looking to the right side. Avance comes in, but Herrera sends it back to the left side. Gonzalez closing in. He's going to get possession on the end line. Defended by the Beavers, well defended by the Beavers. They both go down, no call. And Gonzalez pokes it out of there, and he is called for the foul. So ARC will pick it up. Good defending back there. Gavin Mann on the job. Beavers now with possession. Send it to Prussia. Prussia back to Dominic Verdi working this left side. He gets it back to Ryan Thomas. Thomas looking toward going to the middle. He does. Prussia now left side. Prussia all the way over to the right side. He's got a receiver over there with a little heavy touch, pokes it down toward the end line, and goes to the middle off the goalie and poked out of there by the Seahawk defender. Good offensive thrust by the Beavers, but knocked out of there. Thrown in down that right side by the Beavers quickly. Deflected. Beavers back with it, trying to get it into the goal, but it's deflected again by the defenders. Sent out, picked up by ARC. Sent all the way through, and a goal. It is good. That is Irving Gonzalez on a pass from Ryan Thomas right across the front of the goal, and it was poked in there. Everybody on the defense looked to the side to see if there was offsides, but it was not called. And Gonzalez, as we sit here right now, scores the first goal of the game, his second of the season for Irving. Ryan Thomas with a brilliant pass. And Gonzalez on the other side, from the left side of the goal, pokes it in, and now the referee's going to go talk to the side judge and discuss things. It's like when they call the umpires together to have them talk over a play. It's like, well, if you saw it, you should have said something already. So now they're going to go. I believe we got ourselves a goal, ladies and gentlemen, and a goal that puts the Beavers ahead 1-0 in the 53rd minute here. Irving Gonzalez. In play, Gonzalez with it, sends it all the way down that side. Verdi is trying to come after it, and he does. He's going to send it over to Jaden Chahan, who pokes it out of play. Headed up to Prussia, nicely handled by the Beavers. Irving Gonzalez going to go all the way across the field. Picked up, nice pick up there, sent down the left side, and too strong for Diego Ramirez, I believe. Some pretty good passing, though, by the Beavers. A little galvanized by that goal. They send it up toward midfield. Verdi sends it right back to where it came from. Prussia trying to close in on it. Cleared out by the defender from the Seahawks. Oscar Herrera has it at midfield. He pokes it ahead. Well defended by the Beavers and put out of play. I think that's Gavin Mann who put the big foot on that one. Sent it over. He and Jackson Ponder. Ponder actually getting the credit for putting that ball out of play, which I don't know if that's a stat, but we'll give it to him. Verdi comes in now, jumps on a pass, pokes it up here, back to Verdi. Dominic over to the right side. Picked off by Herrera, comes back from his front position. Sent back out to Herrera. Leaves it, he's got a guy on the right side, that's Gonzalez. Number 22, he's going to try to get to the middle. Defended by Borba. Poked all the way over to the left side, so they get the imminent threat is diffused, but still a possession for the Seahawks, and there's going to be a foul on the Beavers. If a guy's running by you and you shove him to the ground, that is called a foul, and they sent that one into play already by the Seahawks. Gonzalez out here. Working the middle, poked away, then taken back by the Seahawks. Working the right side, that's Oscar Herrera. 3 goals and 2 assists on the season for Oscar out of Watsonville. Middle of play, kicks it out there. Shahan goes to his knees and picks it off. So a sharp shot by the Seahawks, but Jaden Shahan all over it. And he's going to work the left side, and Dominic Verdi. Looking for Prussia and Gonzalez up this left side, but he sends it out to the middle to Ryan Thomas, who's got the assist today on the goal by Irving Gonzalez. Right side handled by the Beavers. Going to send it all the way down that right side and then poke it back out a little bit. Investigate the middle of the field with Ryan Thomas, who sends it to the right again. Beavers, nice pass in the middle. Prussia sends it down, and it is deflected off the defender. I think that's going to be a corner for the American River College Beavers. So we've seen in the last 3 or 4 minutes more offense than the Beavers, quite frankly, have done in the last 3 or 4 games, as they have scored only 4 goals in the last 5 games. They have one today. It looks like Prussia in the corner taking that one.
I forgot to give them their corner. I gave them one.
So putting it into play with the left foot, and it is poked out of there by Jamroque. Nicely done by Oscar Herrera. Pokes it up there and gets it to Gonzalez through the defense for the Beavers, and Gonzalez puts it out in front of him. He's going to run that down on that left side. He's going to do it again. 3-on-3. He crosses it, deflected, then picked up. I believe that's Herrera, but nicely defended there by the Beavers. Poked back out of danger. Back into the middle. Beaver defender puts it out of play, and I think that is going to be over the end line, so that is going to be a corner kick for Cabrillo. Not what he planned on doing when he kicked it, but that's where it ended up. So the Seahawks send a player over to the corner to take that corner kick. 57th, almost 58th minute of action here. Beavers lead this one 1-0 on a goal by Irving Gonzalez in the 51st minute. Looks like Oscar Herrera is going to take that kick in the corner. It's short and headed out of there by the defender for the Beavers, and running it down is Kyle Prussia. 2 defenders on him. He gets it back a little bit. Poked out of there, but picked up by Verdi, then over to Prussia again. He goes all the way across the pitch. Defended well by the Seahawks. Popped up toward midfield. Closed on by the Beavers and controlled by the Beavers. Send one toward the middle, but it's a little bit too strong. And it's defended well by the Seahawks, and it gets it to Herrera. Defended up here quickly by Ryan Thomas and poked out of play. Actually, he keeps it in play. Verdi keeps it in play. Sends it to Prussia. Prussia looking to the left. 1-on-3, and it's knocked away by the defenders. Nice defending there by number 17, Pedro Hernandez. Pass is deflected, but finds its Sebastian Abons. Back again to Pedro Hernandez out of Gilroy. He sends one to Gonzalez, who tries to control it, but it is poked out of play, actually quite vehemently by the Beavers. The throw in to Gonzalez on the left side. Nice cross by Cabrillo, but well defended in there. I think that's Verdi. Poked it out of play. Down this left side, Irving Gonzalez. Looking to Prussia. He's trying to get it through to Kyle. Kyle pokes it out of there, but just a little bit too strong. He had to come back and get it and really wasn't in balance. So it'll go up to Hernandez at midfield. Back to Hernandez. Works Sabans on this right side midfield. Going to go all the way over to the left side, but deep into the Seahawks half. Andrew Lamy on the defensive end. That one sent all the way to Gonzalez left side. He's defended one-on-one, and he keeps it in play. Defender comes out. Gonzalez retains possession. He bumps the defender, which there's going to be a foul call, and I hope it's not called on the Beavers because that was initiated by the Seahawks. Let's see, and I think it's going to be called on ARC, and that will be a penalty kick. That looked clearly to be initiated by the offensive player, but it is a penalty kick. It will be taken by see the number of the penalty kicker for Cabrillo as they look to try to even this game at 1. Shahan, oh, it's good. Number 4, that's Adrian Madueno. Puts it into the right side, his right side, as Jaden Shahan went the other way. So that ties it at 61st minute, penalty kick by Madueno. His second goal of the season. Eric Ruiz coming in the game. Caden Allred coming in the game, number 13. Ruiz, number 15. And Jesus Mendez. So 3 subs for the Beavers as we have a 1-1 affair here. Verity left side. Allred right in front of us, and Thomas is going to send it for him, but a little bit too far to the left, but Allred saves it in here. Caden looking to get it back to Verity. Pops it up toward the middle, but is taken away. Then deflected and controlled by the Beavers. But no, here comes a nice interception there by AR, and they maintain. 1-1, 62nd minute. Seahawks even it up on the penalty kick. Thomas tries to set up a teammate, and here goes Yamrock. The goalie comes out and picks it up before the Beavers can get to it. He will have him. He's just going to roll it out for his teammates here. That's sent all the way down to Gonzalez, but broken up by the Beavers. They try to get it to Gonzalez again. He's the one who drew the penalty, led to the goal. A nice little pass there, and that is shot across the goal and out of play. So good attack by Cabrillo, but the shot, or the cross, as it were, goes all the way over to the other side of the field. Momentary timeout. We make sure everybody is okay. It'll be a Beaver throw-in, deep in their half. 63rd minute here from ARC Soccer Stadium. Possession still the Beavers, taken away and then poked up to midfield and still controlled by AR, but double-teamed and taken away. Gonzalez left side, gets it out to the middle. They'll send it to the right side. Nicely played by Herrera. Under pressure, gets it back here to David Ibarra. Working the middle to Madueno. His pass to Gonzalez is jumped on and taken away by the Beavers. Back line, and they've got a little bit of a run going on. They're going to try to get it to the middle, which they do. That's Ramirez, but he's a little strong on the touch. Taken back by the Beavers, sent over to the right side. Defended well by the Seahawks, but retained by ARC, but now they're back out toward midfield. Not quite in the attacking area. Verdi is calling for it here on the left side, but the ball is actually on the right side. Well defended by the Seahawks and knocked out of play. So a throw in for AR on the right side. 1-1 in this one. 64th minute of play from the soccer stadium on the campus of American River College. As we said, site of the state championships this year. Early December for that. That one is off. Even though they're going to call it off of Cabrillo. So ARC throwing it in. Verdi coming all the way across the field because they didn't get it to him on his side, so he's going to come on to their side. Ryan Thomas under control. Double teamed and taken away by Herrera, but Thomas comes back on it, and I think Herrera is going to be called for grabbing Ryan Thomas. It'll be a kick Ramirez will put it into play, and he does, unfortunately, right to Cabrillo, and the ref's going, no, that was not right. Everybody was faking like they were going to kick it, and the Seahawks were faking like they were going to defend it. So it'll be a kick for AR, about 20 yards out of the box. We'll call it 25 then. Adolami looks like he's going to take the kick. He's got Caden Allred down here on the left side and the majority of the team on the right side. Minute number 66 here with a 1-1 score. Both those goals in the second half. Irving Gonzalez for the Beavers and Adrian Mabueno for Cabrillo. Into the box. Gonzalez takes the deflection, and Adolami with it again tries to get it out to the right side, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on the Beavers. It'll be a free kick about 10 yards on the Cabrillo side. Juan Moreno takes it, sends it out to his left. Sent all the way down, but defended and poked out of play, I think, by the Beavers. Looked like they could have maintained control on that one. Kind of didn't know it was coming and kind of just poked it out of play, and we get a substitution here for the Seahawks, as I think David Ibarra is leaving the pitch, and he will be replaced by as yet unidentified player. Maybe looks like Pedro Hernandez on this side. Seahawk possession here as they play it out back toward midfield. So Pedro Hernandez has slipped into the spot over here that David Ibarra was in. Oscar Herrera with the ball all the way across the field from right to left. He still is in possession of it after getting a return pass. There's Gavin Keith, sends one into the middle, defended by the Beavers, but popped off to the right side. And that deflection is going to go all the way back to Jaden Shahan, and he's got it. Sends it all the way over to the right side. Beavers now going to work this left side, I believe. He's got Verdi over here. Verdi's going to come up here. He's got Allred on his left. He gets it to Caden. Caden gets through one defender, pokes it out back to Caden. Nicely played by the Beavers, and that one is defended. That was Jesus Mendez with the give-and-go play to Caden Allred, and Verdi will throw it in from this side. Finds a receiver out there, but three defenders around him, and they pick it away. Pass up to Gonzalez, who's a little bit heavy on the touch, and it goes out of play. Mark Gonzalez with the 3 goals out of Watsonville, California. Kind of does the shrug emoji. I didn't mean to do that, but what am I going to do? And Nicholas Rossetti is back in the game. Dominic Verdi will throw it in when the referee has a very serious face as he tells Dominic something. Probably, don't forget to get your degree, son, something like that. Throw in and packed out there to Diego Ramirez, who's trying to go against 2 guys. Beautifully done by Diego. The cross is a little bit strong by the Beavers. They will have possession right side. Sending it out toward the right wing, then back to the right side, but offside. Oh, no, it was okay, I guess. He put his hand up, but he didn't have a flag in it, so I guess that's the fake. No, it's okay if I don't have the flag in my hand when I put it up. Corner for the Beavers. Actually, it's going to be it's going to be a corner, I think. So it's just going to be a kick by the Beavers. Nicholas Rossetti sent into the middle. A low one is taken away by Cabrillo. They're going to send it all the way out toward Gonzalez in the middle, but it's defended well by the Beavers, and they've got possession again coming back the other way. See what they choose to do with it. All the way through into the middle. There's a crossover there, but Jamrock's going to pick it off. So nicely tried by the Beavers from that right side, but the goalie comes back, and he puts it in midfield. Headed by ARC twice, controlled momentarily by Cabrillo, and they've got it back in their end now. Dueno, the goal scorer, Sends one all the way to left side, nicely defended by ARC. Out toward midfield. Gavin Keith is on it. Working that left side. Gonzalez. Back and then released up there. Nice defending by the Beavers. They've got 4 or 5 guys in position now, and they poke it out of play. So the little give and go action for Seahawks, but the Beavers well defended, and it's a throw in for Cabrillo. 8-4-3, ranked number 15 in California. They will definitely be in those NorCal playoffs starting in a couple weeks. Beavers trying to earn their way into those playoffs. Tied 1-1 here with the Seahawks. That one's poked out toward Chahan. Chahan comes in and pokes it again to a teammate. Well done. Beavers right side, send it down the right side. Well defended by Cabrillo, sends it all the way back to the goalie. And he'll pop it out to his right side. And here come the Seahawks. Over here to Sebastian Abones, who gets around a defender, Dominic Verdi. Sends it out toward the middle, but Rossetti's going to have it to Verdi, who maintains it and gets it over to Caden Allred. Ryan Thomas to the middle to Rossetti. Rossetti too strong to Verdi, and that one is out of play and picked up. The throw-in will be the Seahawks. Number 17, Pedro Hernandez out of Gilroy, California. He's going to throw it in. He does. Verdi steps in front of it, tries to pop it out. He gets it to Mendez, who puts it down the left side to Allred. Those two have worked well together in a limited time. And here goes Kay, but a nice defensive play by number 4, Adrian Madueno. Throw in from the left side by the Beavers. 72nd minute of action here. Going to leave that for, I think, Dominic Verdi to throw it in. He will. Into the corner. Back out to Allred. Into Ryan Thomas. 3 defenders on him. He looks like he was tripped, but no call. Ball is sent out into the midfield, and the trip is called on the Beavers. So it'll be a free kick. Number 19, Milton Alvera. Looks like a yellow card on Jackson Ponder. As the referee puts his yellow cards back in his pocket and tells him to hold on until he gets the stuff put away. So it'll be a free kick here, right on the other side of midfield. Juan Moreno, number 25. Out of Gilroy also. He looks like he will be taking the kick. Taking his time getting it set up. No, we're going to have a different kicker. It'll be Gavin Keith, I believe. Okay, just kick it. Go ahead. And he does, finally. Too much time on my hands, little sticks there. Yeah. We have the side judge and the ref are going to have a little conversation. And meanwhile, I'll try to identify the guy who's kicking it because Cole told me I had the wrong guy. Not only does he tell me I have the wrong guy, he tells me where the guy I said is, but he doesn't tell me who the new guy is. So he's the definition of useless to me. He can tell me what I did wrong, but he can't tell me what's right. So Adrian Madueno is going to be doing the kicking, which he got a goal earlier, so he's probably a good choice. There's a conversation in the middle of the field, but I don't know what's going on. Referee's not involved. Oh, okay. He was, now we have the side judge running out into the middle of the field. A little bit, tempers are brewing a little bit out there. So the side judge sensed a problem and sprinted in there to prevent it from happening. Well done. And now he and the referee are going to walk backwards 10 yards to discuss it again. Looks like some subs ready to come in for ARC when the conversations are over, the treaty talks here as we try to get these two sides together. The ball out at midfield for Adrian Madueno. Referee is explaining exactly what went behind that last decision that he made. He wants everybody to understand the clarity, why he said what he said. I'm not saying he's justifying. I'm just saying he's explaining it to the Beaver defenders. Stones McCoy is wondering why it takes 20 minutes to discuss this, and why can't we just discuss this after the game and play right now? Is that something? I have never seen a game end with a 17-minute conversation, but, you know. There's less talking at the family card games, you know, when everybody's just kibitzing back and forth. I mean, they don't talk this much. So what was that, Gonzalez? They got the number 22. Mark Gonzalez also with a yellow card, the 6-foot freshman out of Pajaro Valley in Watsonville. It was a yellow card that was a long time in coming, I will say that. Anyway, 76 minute for whatever that's worth. Dueno is going. His leg is cramped up. He can't kick anymore. He needs to call somebody else in. And here we go. Speedy as always. He sends it right to the middle. Defended by the Beavers, poked out of there, but poked back and into possession of the same Gonzalez, but he loses it. Teammate picks it up and sends it 15 feet over the goal. Evan Schiller coming in. Christian Honing coming in. Kyle Prussia coming in. That's enough for now. Cole, that's too many guys for Cole to remember. Come on. He's a kid. Come on. Young adult, excuse me. He's a young adult.
24's back in, and this guy in the middle. 23.
So Alexander Zamudio is back in, as is Julian Garcia, number 23. They were starters. Booked out of play by the Beavers. Trying to get our mojo back after that prolonged, I don't know if it was a tea time or whatever it was. Throw in for, I think that's Gavin Keith. Finally, come on, Cole. It's got to be him finally, doesn't it? Cole is the Gavin Keith expert. His throw-in is headed away and then retained by Cabrillo, and they sent that one up to Gonzalez, but he is offsides. So Gonzalez and Ponder both on a yellow card. And it will be possession for the Beavers on a free kick here, deep in their own side. They'll go short with the kick. Send up that right side to Prussia, who gets it back to Rossetti. He's looking left for Thomas, but no, goes right for Prussia, and that's deflected out of play by the Seahawks defender. So a throw in minute number 78 on a 1-1 game as the Beavers use the old push in the back and get away with it that time, and they pick it up. Working that right side and taking a tumble, maybe more for effect than anything else, and possession to Cabrillo, and the deflection off the Beaver defender, a throw in for the Seahawks. You kind of get to be cynical about life when you're watching soccer or football. People seem to exaggerate things a little bit. Maybe it's a good preparation for life. Headed up by the Beavers, defended by Cabrillo, but nicely done by ARC, and they get it over to the right side into the middle, but offsides is called on somebody in there. So here we go. It's a Cabrillo possession deep in their own half. They're going to kick it eventually. I think that's Sebastian Lopez. No, it's Juan Marino. My mistake. It's Juan Marino. He's looking for Gonzalez with the kick, but it's headed away by the defender, then headed back by Cabrillo. Possession Beavers, sending down the right side. Prussia trying to come up on it. Headed away by Ramirez, and Prussia is on it right corner. Trying to go on the end line, but too strong. It'll be a goal kick for the Seahawks. We're into minute number 80. We have a 1-1 score here from the soccer stadium on the campus of American River College. Mark the Phantom Low here with Stones McCoy on the technology and Cole on the timer and the spotter as the Beavers again with possession cross it. It's cleared out of there. Giving chase is Birdie, and his pass is blocked out of play by number 24, Alexander Zamudia. The referees Seahawks have it, and they put it out of play. So we had a play where it was obviously the Beavers' ball, and the referee signaled, the sign judge signaled the other way, and he said, no, it's my bad. You were running the wrong way. A throw in eventually for Dominic Verdi here. Looking to go to Thomas upfield or Shower, who's back in. Rossetti with the pass. Nicely done out there by Jorge Molina was in possession, a new addition to the game. There's a pass all the way up to the right side, and Prussia is all over it. He's got it in the corner. He's being defended and taken away. Good defensive play. And then it defended back by the Beavers. They've got back to possession. Right side, poked it toward, going to go out off the goalie, and I think that's a corner kick for the Beavers. Nicely pushed up there by ARC, and a couple of giveaways. Physical giveaways, if I may be frank with you, and I feel that I can. It'll be a corner for the Beavers. 82nd minute of action. Prussia taking the corner. Got Honig in the middle. He's got Dominic Verdi in the middle. The whistle blows, and he's ready to go. Ramirez out in front, but that is a very low one. It is out there, but Ramirez trying to keep chase to see if he can maintain possession. He does, but defender comes up on him immediately. Looks very physical, but is taken away. That was extremely physical. The pass goes into the middle of the field and is controlled by Oscar Herrera. Sliding tackle chance. There's a nice pass right there, poked out front, though, and Shahan's going to come and get it. So Herrera trying to work the middle of the field with a nice pass, but reception by Zamudia a little bit too strong. Shahan has it, and he comes all the way up to the left side with the throw to Dominic Verdi. Goes to the middle, back to the side. Shower right in front of us here, and the pass is going for Prussia. Kyle heads it out to the middle of the pitch, but is handled out there by Cabrillo, but he is taken away by the Beavers. Diego Ramirez sends it over to the right side, and the Beavers work that right side. They're going to send it out to the left now, trying to get it to Shower, but he's a little bit too far over. Defended and then out of play off the foot of the Cabrillo Seahawks. So a throw in for AR, just a little shy of midfield. Looks like it'll be Dominic Verdi with the throw. We have a sub coming in. Now we have a cramp victim, I think, number 17, Pedro Hernandez. He just changed his name to 11, so he's now Jorge Molina. Funny the way that happens when you get older. So a sub comes on. Eventually, they have to wait for the cramp victim to leave the field, no matter what his identity is. Verdi with it now, double teamed and deflected out of play and into the stands. Oh, nicely played. Oh, nice play by the fan, and he gets it before it goes down the walkway. Well done. Verdi all the way across to Nicholas Rossetti here. Minute 84 on a tie game. Right side Beavers, and nice maintained possession by AR there, and it's put out of play by Cabrillo. Throw in, right side. That's taken away, and Gonzalez with it way back in the defensive end. He is being pressured, and he's going to send it down toward the end line, and it will be a goal kick. Possession now for the Seahawks. They're going to send it all the way down the middle, but it's taken by the Beavers. Trying to work the middle with Ryan Thomas. Verdi left side. Back to Ryan Thomas. He's going to work the right side now. Sends it all the way over. Now they're looking back to the left side. Verdi wants it back, but he isn't getting it. Prussia with it. Give and go on the right side. A little strong. Defended by the Seahawks. Get it up at midfield to Gonzalez, who's working the left side. He's got numbers for the Beavers right now, but Gonzalez kicks it toward the corner. Gets to it all the way down there. One-on-one action. He's trying to cross it, and there's a sliding tackle, and that is going to be a foul. And that will be, I believe, a penalty kick for Cabrillo as Gonzalez has attracted his second penalty, and we got a yellow card as well on Nicholas Rossetti. So again, the Beavers put themselves in a bad position here as they had the 1-0 lead, gave up the penalty kick to Madueno to tie it at 1, and I believe they'll get another one now. Let's see if it's Madueno again. '86th minute of play here. '23, that is Julian Garcia. He's got 2 goals so far, midfielder out of Watsonville. So he will be taking this penalty kick as we are winding this one down. A 1-1 game right now. And it is in the right corner of the goal for the second goal for Cabrillo. So second penalty kick, second goal. Cabrillo leads this one 2-1 as we are in now minute 87 of this one. The Seahawks have scored both their goals in the second half and both off of penalty kicks. Nicholas Rossetti and Jackson Ponder. So the Beavers have a couple of minutes here to try to even this one up. And they set it in motion quickly here. Out toward Prussia, but behind Kyle and defended and taken away. Aggressive play by Shore to try to get it back. Ryan Thomas, he does get it back. Left side. He goes all the way across to the right side, but defended out of play, though, by the Seahawks. So it'll be a throw in for ARC on that right side. And poked out again. When I say poked, I mean kicked out of the stadium by the Seahawks. Pass is intercepted, but then retained by Rossetti. He's going to go all the way across to Dominic Verdi. Gets around one defender, pokes it back out to Ryan Thomas. No, it's going to be Rossetti. All the way down the left side. Nicely defended by the Seahawks. Sliding tackle a little bit too late, but not... That's Sebastian Abons who did the nice defensive play. A give and go up here. Number 24, Zamudia, goes goalward, but Chahan lets it go by harmlessly, and it will be a goal kick. So Sebastian Abons, the forward out of Watsonville, with a real nice defensive play, got in the way of that cross. And here's Chahan putting in play for the Beavers. All the way up to the right side, Gonzalez giving chase. Beavers send it deep looking for Prussia. Kyle with a physical play maintains possession, but he's got 2 on him, and one of them pokes it away. Out of play and a throw-in. Prussia now, he's got a guy coming over his back. I believe that's called a foul. And I don't recognize all the fouls in the game, but I believe when a guy's standing there, we got a yellow card coming for jumping on the back. Now we have an extra push in there. So Prussia felt it was a little bit too physical on the foul, and maybe the yellow card wasn't sufficient. That was Luis Velasquez. So Jaden Chahan has come up from his position, so we are in the last minute or so of the game, and if it doesn't work out for him, Jaden's going to take a long run real fast, but he's going to get up here and try to put this one in to tie it up. So Ryan Thomas will be taking the kick. He's got Prussia also over there, I believe, so they may do a trick on us. Let's see. Thomas from the right side sends it into the box, and it is taken by the goalie, Christopher Shamrock. And there goes Jaden Shahan as they're trying to get it to Oscar Herrera. They're saying Oscar because Shahan's trying to get back. We've got an open goal there. Crossed by Gonzalez, nicely defended by the Beavers and sent out there. Well done by American River on that one. And that one's sent all the way down. Shower's going to try to catch up to it, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it, and he doesn't. Pass just a little too heavy for him. Great job by the Beavers to cover for their goalie, but it'll be a throw-in for Cabrillo, the Seahawks, looking for their 9th win of the season against 4 losses and 3 ties. Verdi with the interception to Shower, trying to put it up for Prussia, but too strong and cleared out of there by Madueno. Controlled by Diego Ramirez. He's double-teamed, taken away. They send that one for Gonzalez, but Shahan, way out of the box, is going to poke it out, but he misplays it. Gonzalez is a free shot on goal, but he's just going to take his time with it as Shahan gets back into play. Nicely defended by Borba. Nice pass over there. Zamudia has a shot, and it is just off the goal. So well done by the Seahawks. They got the good shot, but just barely missed it. And it will be probably a last gasp here for the Beavers. That was Alexander Zamudia with the shot. Just missed, grazed across the front of the goal. So here's Verdi. Verdi sends it down the left side to, unfortunately, nobody, and it is out of play. The Seahawks will take their time getting possession as Pedro Hernandez will be throwing it in, number 17. Eventually, he goes to Zamudia, sends it down the right side to Gonzalez, but puts a little bit too much spin on it, and it goes out of play. So a throw in for the Beavers. Ryan Thomas comes over to throw it in, number 30, sends it down the left side. Defended well. Shower trying to get to it, but is popped out of there by Avance again. Nicely played out in the middle by Jackson Ponder. He's going to send it all the way over, but doesn't get it far enough over. And Cabrillo with it. Shahan comes out, sends it up the right side, controlled by the Beavers. They maybe have one shot out of it left. Poke down the right side, gets to the corner, all the way to the end line, and too strong and out of play. So it'll be a goal kick for Christopher Shamrock, the freshman out of Hollister. Signaling for all of his guys to give him a little bit of room. Final seconds dwindling away for the Beavers. They head that one back into the Seahawk territory. Nicely played by AR, and they've got a chance down that right side. One last gasp, hopefully, down to the end line, across. Out here looks like Diego Ramirez has possession. Still with possession. Pokes it out to Verdi. Verdi's going to send it all the way out down to midfield. They're going to send it over to the right and off sides. Didn't look like he was. And that's the game. So it's over. The final here from American River College Soccer Stadium. Cabrillo Seahawks 2. Your American River College Beavers 1. The Seahawks improved to 9-4-3 on the season. The Beavers fall to 3-9-7. Remember, we're back here next Tuesday as the Beavers take on Modesto College in one of the last league games of the season, the last home game of the season for American River College. And Stones Radio Network is also on campus tomorrow night at 6:30 start, I believe, for volleyball in the volleyball gymnasium as they'll take on Consumnes River. Stones McCoy will have all the words and actions on that one. So we thank you for checking us out here. We are giving you American River College Athletics on the YouTube. We are presented by Stones Radio Network. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you listening. We'll talk to you next time on the Stones Radio Network.